And Shylock is having no mercy. But we'll get back to that. Let's go back to Portia. As they become engaged, Portia delivers a speech to Bassanio, which sounds remarkably like the one that Kate delivered at the end of The Taming of the Shrew. My governor, my ruler, my king, blah, 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 blah. Except that the minute she finishes delivering this speech, she tells Bassanio to trot off to Venice and save his friend's life. What should be Bassanio's response to this, the lord of the manor? Wouldn't you think he would say, if I want to go to Venice and take care of my friend, I'll do so. I don't need your permission, and I don't need your advice. But no, what does he actually say? As you give me leave to go, I shall make haste. Goodness gracious, what's going on here? It does seem like there is some kind of tacit understanding here between them. There is the form, and then there is the reality. Okay, so Bassanio's gone off to Venice. What does Portia do? Does she sit at home and wait for her all-wise, all-knowing husband to save the day? Does she hack? She dresses herself up as a man, takes herself off to Venice, where she, disguised as a legal counsel, saves the day with a brilliant legal trick. This device of having women dress up as men and behave like men and achieve as men is actually quite common in Shakespeare. He uses it on quite a number of occasions. And in each case, he seems to be saying that a woman, given the opportunity and the power of a man, will act with the initiative, the determination, and the intelligence of a man. So much for women. Let's go back to the Jew. Shylock is Shakespeare's only significant Jewish character. So everything is resting on him. This character has been the subject of many a debate about Shakespeare and the Jews, because we have no other place to compare him with. What did the Elizabethans think of the Jews then? Well, as a matter of fact, there were no Jews in England at this time, because 300 years earlier, James I had expelled them from the country. Nevertheless, there were no less than 60 plays about Jews on the London stage at the time that Shakespeare put on his Merchant of Venice. And every single one vilified them completely. The Jews were the villains of the piece in every possible way. So our question is, how did Shakespeare treat his Jew? Was it the same as everybody else? Well, on the surface, yes. Shylock is a greedy moneylender, not very likable. Even his daughter runs away from him. And when it comes to getting his pound of flesh, he has no mercy. He is prepared with his own knife, with his own hand, to take the flesh off Antonio. Doesn't look good. But Shakespeare does something that nobody else has done before. He gives his Jew two things. He gives him a voice, and he gives him a motive. And with the voice, he holds a mirror up to Christian hypocrisy and erases the difference between the races. This is what Shylock says when Antonio comes to ask him for the loan. Senor Antonio, many time and oft in the Rialto you have rated me about my monies and my usances. Still have I borne it with a patient shrug, for sufferance is the badge of all our tribe. You call me misbeliever, cut-throat dog, and spit upon my Jewish gabardine. And all for use of that which is mine own, should I say to you? Well then, you come to me and you say, it now appears you need my help. You say, Shylock, we would have monies. You say, you that did void your room upon my beard and foot me as you would a stranger cur across your threshold. Monies is your suit. What should I say to you? Should I not say, hath a dog money? Is it possible a cur can lend 3,000 ducats? Or should I bend low and in a bondsman's key with bated breath say this? Fair sir, you spat at me on Wednesday last. You spurned me on such a day. Another time you called me dog. And for these courtesies, I'll lend you thus much monies. Well, there's motive, but it doesn't stop there. As the play goes on, Shakespeare heaps the degradations, the humiliations, and the losses by the hands of the Christians on Shylock's head, until the crucial moment when Gratiano, Antonio's friend, turns to Shylock and asks him why he isn't prepared to grant mercy. And this is what he says. He hath disgraced me, hindered me 500,000, laughed at my losses, mocked at my gains, scorned my nation, cooled my friends, heated my enemies, thwarted my bargains. And what's his reason? I am a Jew. Hath not a Jew eyes? Hath not a Jew hands, organs, dimensions, senses, affections, passions? Hurt by the same weapons, fed by the same food, healed by the same means. If you prick us, do we not bleed? If you tickle us, do we not laugh? If you poison us, do we not die? And if you wrong us, will we not revenge? If we are like you in the rest, we will resemble you in this. If a Jew wrong a Christian, what is his humiliation? Revenge! If a Christian wrong a Jew, what should his sufferance be by Christian example? Revenge! The villainy you teach me, I will execute. And it shall go hard, but I know better the instruction. Oh, strong stuff had never been done on the English stage. Groundbreaking. And this is what makes Shakespeare as alive and as relevant today as he was 400 years ago. Because he is so multifaceted. He's so subtle. He covers every subject in every way so that everybody can find something of their own in Shakespeare's words. And so I had a wonderful year studying this course with Pamela, and I recommend it to anybody who hasn't done it yet. And as brevity is the soul of wit, I shall leave you with the words of Thisbe from A Midsummer Night's Dream. And farewell, friends. Thus Thisbe ends. Adieu. 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 I really messed up the last speech. I got all the lines wrong. Did it